Okay, I've been cruising about an hour and a half and I just finally found a fresh looking lot. Okay, after cruising for 3 hours and not finding anything, and I've gone up and down every street in the whole city, I decided to check this one spot for the third or fourth time. I just found a loaded privy, and it's got incredible potential for being 1880s or 90s. Okay, I've barely gotten started and I already feel something. Don't tell me that. I don't believe it. I'm digging off a 1901 map off the oldest street in town. I'm finding 1941 stuff. Okay, I felt something down there. Pretty modern looking. Maybe from the 30s, but still, I'm surprised. I thought it was going to go older. Well, that certainly wasn't what I expected. I was thinking I was going to find some early whiskeys, some Hutchisons. A bunch of junkers is all I found. Not even a bunch, just a few. But for some reason there was this blown in the mold piece of a flask in there. So that indicates it was probably dipped out about 300 times. It's very small dimensions too. It's one of the smallest privies I've ever dug. It's about 1.5 feet by 2 feet wide. So I think I'll try for another spot. Okay, I got another hole about 12 feet away. It's looking pretty bad also. Nothing really to show for it except for a broken plate and piece of brass, whatever that is. Okay, probed up the line about another 150 feet. I feel glass in this one. Please have something decent in here. Okay, I just found a shard of a whiskey flask with a slug plate. It's got to be about 1905. So I think we're on the right track now. Okay, I got something showing up. It looks like it's going to be a soda bottle. It's going to be an early one too, I'm sure. At least 1914. I'm not used to this camera yet. Whoa, it's a beer and it's embossed. Not a very rare one, but still worth $6 maybe. Probably $5. But at least it proves we're in the right age now. It's machine made, but it's got to be from about 1915. Okay, I got something else showing up. It's a broken whiskey fifth. Blown in the mold, so that's a good sign. I feel some other stuff down here too. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Okay, we got a flask. It's a slicky and the top's broken off, but it's a good age. Definitely 1905 to 1912. Okay, I got something showing up. It's broken, but oh man, that would have been a nice one. Nice pattern on there. What else we got? Another fancy art glass item here. Not sure what that is. Very unusual. I think I'll bring it home with me. Okay, got some more interesting specimens here. Definitely a fancy piece. And I believe this is the bottom of it right here. Yep, definitely would have been a nice one. We got 2 bottles showing up. Looks like 2 whiskey cylinders. No, better not yank it out yet. Don't want to break it. And a 3rd bottle. It's a strap-sided flask with a slug plate, but no Kinston dispensary marked on that one. Maybe the next one will have that. Okay, what do we got here? It's got a nice paneled base on it. And you know what that means? Embossing. Yep, got a nice embossed one. Hayner Distilling Company. It's actually extremely common. Top's busted off, but all this sawed off right there. Turn it purple. Somebody will still want it for $8 or $9. I guess the hole must go a long ways this way if this one's intact. I'll get back to that one in a minute. Okay, there's that one. I just opened the hole up about. So, is it going to be embossed? I doubt it. No, it's a 3-piece mold. And you know those are never embossed. But it's a nice looking slick anyway. What do we got here? I think it's going to be a beer. A slicky. Yep, nothing embossed on that one. But that's okay, as long as we get something good out of this hole. Okay, I just pulled out some shards of a jug. There's a few more. A whole bunch of them. Oh, we got some kind of a bottle showing up. It's amber whiskey and it's a lady's leg style. Interesting. Yeah, don't see too many of those around. So let's get this junk out of here. We're getting down to the real layer now. What the heck? I don't think I want any of those. Okay, I think I see something. It's another slick. Dang it. I need something better than that to go home with. Yeah, we got something else showing up. It's a stubby malt liquor with the crown top, but it is blown in a mold. And of course I found the extract, but it's a slick. Okay, just scraped up another one. What's it gonna be? A slicky again, but it's a different shape at least. These kind usually are embossed, so I'm a little bit surprised about that one. I felt something else down here. A round bottom soda. The top's broken off, but don't find a whole lot of those around here. Okay, I see something amber. Is that embossing? Yep. It's an embossed one. I know they're super common. It's the Duffy Malt Whiskey. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to an old friend. This is the camera I used on almost all the videos I made in the last 5.5 years. It's pretty beat up and dirty. It's been having a hard time working the last few months, but it just finally quit working altogether. Both my cameras stopped working at the same time. It was crazy. I took a long dig trip. I was going to be gone for a whole week and found out right away that I couldn't film anything. And I was pretty upset because I didn't want to be on a dig trip without being able to film. So after trying everything I could think of to get these cameras to work, you're not going to be seeing any more 480 video. This is a 6 megapixel camera. Switched it out a couple years ago. Okay, here's my other camera. This is the one you might think makes that weird noise. The autofocus on it, it just doesn't work very well. For some reason the autofocus makes it have a strange sound. At least it was a high def camera. But for some reason it broke. I couldn't get it to work at all. So upset that I had a long dig trip to go and no camera. So the camera I'm using right now to make this video is my new replacement camera. It's a 16 megapixel. It's a real small camera though. It's only half the size of this. Okay, as always when I find a great privy, I have some kind of a problem with my camera. It ran out of memory just as things were starting to get exciting. This is the bottle I was working on as the camera died off. It's a Duffy malt whiskey. You've probably seen plenty of those around. Here's a bunch of the other stuff. Most of that was in the video. And most of this stuff I found after the camera shut off. So let's have a quick look at some of them. I don't know what this would be considered. It's blown in the mold, but it's fairly ordinary. And then we have a surprisingly machine-made Broma seltzer. And then this thing. Certainly nothing to get excited about. And then we found a Sloan's N&B liniment. And then a large slug-plated flask blown in a mold. And this one from the Charles Hires Company. From the Root Beer Company. But I don't think this didn't really have anything to do with root beer right here. I don't remember what the details are on that one, but apparently he made other stuff besides root beer. There's another slick blown in the mold. A plain whiskey that has damage. I don't even know why I brought it home. Then we have a Davis OK baking powder. Okay, now we're getting to some of the more interesting things. That's a nice flask. Nothing really special about it though. But I found this. I'm gonna saw it off and make a glass out of it. Then we got this one. It's a GPR for Gump's Pure Rye. Nothing too great about that. And some kind of an English mineral water type bottle. And straight sided Coke broken off. Gonna saw it off right about there. Make a toothpick holder out of it. And it's from Kinston. No, don't leave yet. There are going to be some really exciting bottles coming up. Okay, there we have a broken Kinston Pepsi circa 1908. Too bad it had to be snapped off like that. But still, I couldn't just throw it back. And then we have something that looks like a black glass bottle from England. And then a hutch. Yeah, there was a hutch in there. I thought, all right, I found a Kinston hutch. But no, it wasn't from Kinston. It's actually from New York. Can you read it? It's from Buffalo. So I have a theory that the Kinston Soda Company back in the Hutchison days of the turn of the century probably ordered up a bunch of miscellaneous hutches from other companies up north, because I actually find more New York hutches than Kinston hutches when I dig that town. couple of slick cylinder fifths. Okay, now for the great stuff. Yes, I did dig these, even though it wasn't on camera. I'm really upset that my camera failed when I got into one of the best privies of the year. Okay, I got 3 really amazing bottles. If you thought that hutch was good, you haven't seen anything yet. Check this out. It's a blown in the mold Pepsi. It's in mint condition. And of course it's from Kinston. Doesn't get much better than that. It's worth at least $100. Probably around $125. Went through a lot of unpleasant stuff on this trip before I finally got into a really good hole though. So don't think I was lucky. I put a lot of work into this. So that's the first great bottle. Then we got this one. It is a straight set of Coke. And of course, it's from Kinston as well. It's an early one from about 1907. It's in perfect condition. No, I haven't washed them yet. Then you wouldn't believe I dug them if you didn't see me actually pull them out of the ground. Now you probably would believe it, but still, it's upsetting to me that I didn't get to film these coming out. Okay, now for a bottle that's absolutely insanely good. I didn't even know this bottle existed. I may have seen one in a picture somewhere. I don't even know if I have or not, but it's a really special one. Had to wrap that one up real good. I've never seen one of these on eBay, and I've been looking at North Carolina bottles a lot on there. Come on out of there. Okay, here it is. How about that? You've probably heard of the cobalt blue whiskey cylinders made by this company. You see them a lot. Well, not a lot, but maybe once a year if you're looking at stuff from North Carolina. You never see these for sale. Not nearly as pretty, but much more rare. So, I don't know what this is worth, but probably at least $250. And since it's a half pint, I'll definitely be keeping this one. And it doesn't have any chips or cracks on it. So that made everything all worthwhile. Okay, how about I'll show you the best bottles cleaned up now. Here's one I almost forgot about. It's got an unusual shape to it. Okay, I got them completely washed up now. So how do you like that one? It's great, isn't it?